Hi, did you ever wonder about the power of words? Let's talk about that. Hi, I'm Paola Ranova, founder of Ranova Enterprises and creator of the Cardinal Method of Life Connection. And today we're going to talk about the power of words. So, there are three things I want to talk about regarding words. First of all, they are creators of our realities. Second of all, they affect other people. And third of all, they express who we are and where we are, where we connect to life in our souls. So these three things are important for us to understand. The first one, how we are creators with our words. This is so powerful, much more powerful than we realize, because our thoughts create our realities, right? But we think with words. So if you pay attention to the words you're using in your thoughts, you're going to see the quality of your thoughts and therefore the quality of the reality that you're creating. And once you speak those words or write those words, you are creating in a much deeper, more effective level. That's why a lot of people say to create your reality, write down your dreams. And I always say to people here, once you go through a huge soul healing process, such as a Cardinal Method constellation, which is the strongest kind of session that we hold here, emotionally and instinctively, it's the most visceral and the most raw type of session that we offer here. I always say journal. After a session like that, 48 hours when we're still processing and digesting it, journal, just put it on the paper because you're respecting silence, which is the greatest soul healer. Silence, conscious silence, is the greatest soul healer after a session. After you've tapped into consciousness, released a whole layer of resistance patterns and distorted thinking, the best thing to do after an energy healing session that was emotionally intense is to journal. So using words to let it all out, to release, right? And when you release it with the proper wording, you create the best reality possible. So, and also what we speak, just try to monitor your speaking and your language and what you say, because once you pronounce something, you're reaffirming your thoughts. So words exist in our thinking, but when they're written down or when they're spoken, they are reaffirming a specific reality. That's why I always say, if you don't like the present moment reality, don't focus on it and don't talk about it. Don't complain about it. The complaining is the worst. Using your ability to speak, using words to complain is going to create the non-ideal life that you hate so much. So don't complain. Don't use your words to verbalize what you don't want and what you don't like. Focus on something else. Use the power of words to affirm what you love and what you want, and you will see how this is so true. This is like a law of nature, a law of human nature, if you will, a law of the soul. Words create our reality much more powerfully than we think. We use words to organize our thoughts, and once we speak whatever it is, we are creating at a much more effective level, for the better or for the worst. So unconscious talking and unconscious thinking is not something you should be doing anymore. If you're here, if you're watching this, if you're engaged in self-connection and self-development and consciousness expansion, you cannot allow yourself the luxury for unconscious thinking and unconscious speaking, right? The second thing that I want to talk about when it comes to the power of words is how they affect other people. And believe it or not, words can hurt others much more than physical aggression. It lingers in the soul much more than a physical aggression episode. There are many studies about this, not just in energy healing. There are psychological studies, medical studies that say that you can crush a person's soul with something that you say. And you can also heal and uplift and create joy and life connection with your words as well. So pay attention to what you say to other people. Be very mindful of your wording and know that you have the power to uplift a soul or to crush it with your words. Okay? And the third part of this video is the power of words when it comes to expression and self-expression, because it is about creating, as I said in the first point here, but it's when we talk about expression, it's really about expansion, creating new realities from who we are. It has a lot to do with being. When we say that we are creators with our words, it's very much about our goals and manifestation abilities and creating what we want. But when we talk about the power of words when it comes to expressing who we are, it's so much about being. It's not so much about doing and having, which are equally important. It's about being, doing, and having what you want and who you truly are. But the being part is the most awesome one. It is where you don't need anything. It's timeless. It's who you are. It's who you were before you were born. It's who you've always been as a child, a teenager, an adult person. It's the timeless soul that you express with your words. So it's creative in a sense of fun, and not so much in creating structure, but in expressing the joy of life and creating well-being for yourself and other people. So words are powerful, and they should be used wisely and for fun, for joy, for well-being as well. Okay, so thank you so much for being here. I hope this was useful. If you know someone that will benefit from this content, make sure you share it. And I would love to hear from you. Just write your opinion. Just tell us what you think. Just share your experiences and what you think about the power of words. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye.